Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Today I am going to discuss about the second type of normal form, that is called as a consecutive normal form. This is K. Pushpa Rani, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, MLR Institute of Technology. In the last video, we already discussed about the disjunctive normal form, how to convert the given preposition into disjunctive normal form. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the how to construct consecutive normal form, and we'll discuss some example problems for the converting the given statement into the required format of consecutive normal form. So, what is the definition of consecutive normal form? I already told that, so here it is a C, not a D, consecutive normal form. So, what is a disjunctive normal form? It is consisting of a elementary product or sum of elementary product, whereas consecutive normal form is a product of elementary sum. Product of elementary sum, or it is called as a product of sum. Simply we can call it as POS. What is the definition of consecutive normal form? A formula which is equivalent to the given formula, and it consisting of a product of elementary sum. Product of elementary sum. That means each literal consisting of a sum. There is a P or Q. P or negation Q. These are called as the literals. What the literal consisting of? The literal consisting of a sum. The literal consisting of a sum of variables and their negation. This is also second literal. What the literal consisting of? Sum of variables and their negation. These literals are connected by using the symbol called AND. Then it is called as a product of elementary sum. There is a literals consisting of a literal consisting of a sum, elementary sum, whereas these elementary sums are connected by using the symbol called product. So, we need to follow the same rules and regulations as we discussed in the disjunctive normal form. But in the case of disjunctive normal form, there is a first we need to remove the conditional statement and biconditional statement by applying the corresponding equivalent tools, that like conditional statement or biconditional statement. Second rule is we need to apply the distributive law, or it is a De Morgan's law. We need to repeatedly apply the distributive law to get the required format. The same thing we have to follow here in the case of CNF. Okay, in the case of CNF is not unique for a formula. That means there is a not same symbol. There is a different types of consecutive normal forms are present. A given formula is identically true if every elementary sum is also identically true. That means if one elementary sum is true, then all the elementary sums of consecutive normal form is also true, but it is not unique. That means it consisting of maybe duplicates. Now this consider the some examples regarding the consecutive normal form. The first one is a obtain consecutive normal form for P and P implies Q. P implies Q. So first we need to remove the conditional statement. What is the formula for conditional statement? Negation P or Q. Negation P or Q. Within one step, we are going to get the solution, because this is a sum. This is also elementary sum. These two elementary sums are connected by using the symbol called AND. This is the required format. There are two elementary sums are there. P is one elementary sum. Negation P or Q is another elementary sum. These two elementary sums are combined by using the symbol called AND. Then it is called as a product of elementary sum. Now coming to the second example, find the consecutive normal form for the given example Q or P and or and. Negation of P or and Q. This is the given format. In this statement, there is no conditional statement. So, we are going to apply the De Morgan's law and distributive law repeatedly to get the required format of consecutive normal form. Write the given statement. Okay. Q and P and R and negation of P or and Q. That is the first given statement. What we are going to do is, first statement is we need to give the importance for the negation. If there is no conditional or it is a biconditional statement, immediately we are going to give the preference to the negation. So here there is a negation is there. We need to give the importance to the negation. So apply the negation for the inside of the preposition according to the De Morgan's law. Write the first statement Q or P and or write as it is. Write the first preposition as it is. Then and. There is a and. Write the negation for the inside of the preposition. When the negation will come inside, write the negation. Okay. P or. Then when we write negation for the first preposition, write the negation for this statement. Negation of and becomes or. For this Q, there is no negation. Then it will get the negation according to the De Morgan's law. So again coming to the third statement, third line, write the first preposition as it is. Okay. Then after that apply the negation for the again inside of the preposition. Write the negation of the preposition. Then negation P, there is no parenthesis, negation P. Then negation of or becomes and. Then negation of or becomes, when we take in negation inside of the preposition, negation or. Write the remaining statement according to the De Morgan's law. Next, again we need to apply the distributive law to get the required format of CNF. So Q can be distributed to P as well as Q can be distributed to R according to the distributive law. If Q can be distributed to P, then automatically the preposition becomes Q or P. That is the first preposition. There is a and, write as it is. Then Q can be distributed to the second preposition Q or R at the second preposition. Then write and. Okay, write and. Next, negation P. Okay, negation P. After that or, negation can be taken inside of the preposition or becomes or. Okay, so this negation P can be distributed to negation Q. Negation P will be distributed to negation Q. Negation P or negation Q. Again negation or is distributed to negation Q. There is a symbol called and, negation or and negation Q. Then automatically applying distributive law, we are going to get the four prepositions. That is, the first preposition is Q or P. That is the first literal. Q or that is the second literal. Negation P or negation Q, that is the third literal, and fourth literal. The four literals are combined with the help of the product, called as a elementary product. So this is called as a elementary sum. This is a product. Then it is called as a product of elementary sum. Now consider the third example to get the required format of consecutive normal form. So what are the statements? P implies Q and or, and negation P implies negation Q and negation or. So we have to give the importance for the implication, or it is a conditional. According to conditional, P implies or means negation P or Q. So take the first preposition here. Consider this one as P. This is considered as a Q. Okay. So negation P or Q and or. Write the next statement. For this also apply, this is considered as a P. This is considered as a or it may be any preposition you consider. Not only or, take or P, Q, whatever it may be. According to the rule, negation P, that means negation becomes P, or negation of Q and negation or should be right as it is. Next, we need to apply the distributive law to separate the preposition to get the required format of CNF. So, negation P or Q. So, this means negation P will be distributed to Q as well as or. Then negation P or Q and, there is a symbol called and. Again, negation P can be distributed to or. Negation P or. There is a symbol called and. Again, P will be distributed to second preposition P or negation Q. P or negation Q and P or negation or. So, we are going to get the four literals, the four products. Okay, four elementary sum. These four elementary sums are combined by using the symbol called product. Product of elementary sum is called as a required format of CNF. Next, consider one more example for the consecutive normal form. Okay, P implies P tends to Q or negation of Q or negation P. First, we need to give the importance for the conditional statement. Conditional statement, what is the conditional statement? P implies or is equivalent to negation P or R. So this is considered as a P. This is the entire statement considered as a R. First statement is considered as a P. The remaining entire statement is considered as a R. P implies R. What is the statement? Negation P or write the remaining statement as it is. Write the remaining statement as it is. Still there is a implication is there. Again we need to apply the conditional statement to remove the conditional statement. So negation P, P implies Q means negation P or Q and write the remaining statement as it is. Next, apply the De Morgan's law. So what is De Morgan's law? When we apply the De Morgan's law, we are going to give the preference to the negation. If it is a negation will be outside, we are going to apply the negation for the inside of the preposition. So for this first statement, write as it is. There is no change in the first preposition. Negation P or Q, there is no change. Here there is a negation. The negation can be applied inside of the preposition. Negation Q becomes Q. Negation or becomes and. Again negation P becomes P. Then we are going to get Q and P according to the De Morgan's law. Now we need to apply the distributive law. Okay, this negation P will be distributed to the first preposition as well as second preposition. Then automatically the parenthesis will be taken. Negation P or Q. Again the same negation P can be distributed to Q and P. So then automatically negation P is there. There is a symbol called or will be there. Q and P. So Q and P. So again separate the prepositions according to the associate law. We need to separate the parenthesis to get the required format of consecutive normal form. Negation P or negation P. That is the first one. Again negation P or Q. Okay, then P will be distributed. The second statement we are going to apply the distributive law. The third one we need to separate the parenthesis according to the associative law to get the required format. So write the statement negation P or negation P. That is the first elementary sum or. Then remaining format is Q. Next, and is there. Negation P can be distributed to two statements, negation P or Q and negation P or P. There is a negation P can be distributed. In this statement, we are going to apply the distributive law as well as associative law to get the required format. Next, negation P or there is a negation P or P becomes a negation P or Q is there. P negation P or negation P becomes P only. So that is the negation P or Q. And negation P or Q. Negation P or P is according to the, that is a identity law that becomes a true. True and any P. True and P is P only. That is P. So this is the elementary sum. This is the elementary sum. Okay. Here we are now already told that a consecutive normal form is not unique. It contains duplicates also. That is a, here it is a one consecutive normal form. Here it is a one consecutive normal form. These two are not unique, but it contains the required format. There is a two elementary sum. These two elementary sums are combined by using the product. Then it is called as a product of elementary sum. This is the required format of CNF. So what we discussed till now is what is meant by consecutive normal form, what is the procedure to construct consecutive normal form, and we will discuss some examples how to convert the given statement from the consecutive normal form to how to get the required normal form. So I told that there are four important tools for the consecutive or it is a disjunctive. First, we need to give the importance for the conditional or biconditional statement by applying the equivalent tools. Second thing is we need to remove the negation by applying the De Morgan's law. We need to give the importance for the negation by applying the De Morgan's law. Third one, we are going to apply the distributive law. Okay, to apply the distributive law. How many times we need to apply the distributive law? Apply distributive law repeatedly to get the required format of CNF. So, what CNF consisting of? CNF consisting of a product of elementary sum. Product of elementary sum. Whereas disjunctive normal form consisting of a sum of products. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about what are the differences between consecutive normal form and disjunctive normal form. Thank you.